Welcome back to the Battle of Hoth. We're doing the first scenario, which of course is just the Imperial Scout mission with basically infantry and a couple of terrain features. Alright, it is first up will be the Rebels going, so they are going to choose one of their 4 cards and go ahead and activate some units and see if they can take out some of our Imperial troops. Alright, and the card they have chosen to play is Recon in Force. So they can activate 1 unit in each section of the board. And yes, we would be looking at a card this way because they're facing us this way. So it's 1, 1, and 1. So you know. Alright, so the 3, they are going to activate 1 in each section. Well, there's only 1 in that section. They will activate these guys, and then they will go ahead and activate these guys. Alright, let's zoom down, get some movement and some dice rolling going, and see what the Rebels can do. Alright, we'll start over here. So these guys, they all have to move, of course, at the same time. So these guys are going to move in here. They will be able to fire. These guys are going to move here. And they will be able to fire across the crevasse at our droids. And we have 1 final unit to move on the other side. And the final unit to move is this one. They are just going to move right up in here. And they can also fire. Alright, they're just going to begin. So, taking shots at our troopers. They're going to shoot at the ones with 3 here. So they're 3 dice, 2 dice. So they're rolling 2 dice. And shooting at our troopers. And I never explained these dice correctly. So this, if you roll that, you hit an infantry. If you roll that, you hit anything. This is a retreat. That is a total miss. That is hitting a mechanical unit, like a snowspeeder or a droid or a walker. And yes, there's 2 infantry symbols. So that's how the dice work. All right, 2 dice attacking our troopers, and they get a couple of gear symbols, which means absolute whiff. So they didn't hit the broadside of a barn. Alright, let's go to the other side of the map. There's 2 more attacks to happen there. And over on this side of the map, they are going to start with these rebel troopers. They're going to shoot across the crevasse at the droids. Again, they're looking for those gear symbols or blast symbols. We'll take out the droids. So 2 dice, because there are 3 dice, 2 dice. And, well, the Rebels go right in the lead. The blast symbol takes out 1 droid. The gear symbol takes out the second one. Wow, I believe the gear symbol takes out the second. Oh, no. Oh, I lied. The gear symbol does not take out the second one, because if we look at their card, this shows you what they get hit on. They get hit on blast symbols only. Not on the gear symbol. It's the walker that gets hit on the gear symbol and or the speeder. Okay, cool. So we didn't lose our droid unit. We lost 1 of the droid units. Well, that's it. Alright, they do have 1 more attack happening, which is right here. And yes, this blocks line of sight, but you can go right along the edge and still have center-to-center line of sight. So these guys will be rolling 2 dice against this, so 3, 2. Alright, 2 dice against our troopers, and let's see what they get. And they end up getting a gear symbol and a blast, so they will take out 1 trooper, and that's it. No total kills, no medals for the Rebels, and the last thing they do is draw another card to fill up their hand to 4. Alright, up next is us, the Imperial player. Alright, so here's a full view of the map. So let's see, what do we want to do? We can have an Imperial Assault, order 3 units of the same type. These units may move an additional hex. Ooh, I think we probably are going to go ahead and do that one. Or we can just do 1 in the center and then draw 2 cards at the end, pick 1 of them. Or pressing forward. I think we're just going to go ahead and play Imperial Assault. Order 3 units of the same type. These units can move an additional hex. So basically what this means is we can move 2 hexes with infantry and still attack. Or we could pick our droid units, but that would be kind of silly. So we're going to be picking 3 of our infantry units, and they get an extra die. So let's see which ones we want to pick. We're going to pick these guys, and we're going to pick these 2 over here. This one and this one. Alright, let's get to movement. So over on this side of the board, yes, we're going to move right in here with a full squad of full squad of Imperial units. They will be able to fire point blank at these guys. And they get, they could move an additional hex. They could actually move right here. We're just going to leave them there. They can move an additional hex. Let's get over and move the other units. Alright, these guys get to move 2 and fire or 3. So I think these guys are going to go actually right here. They're just going to move 1 and they will get to fire. But these guys of 3, I think, actually, no, 1. These guys are going to move 2 to here because they're a full unit. And then they can fire. And these guys are just going to move 1 because they're damaged to here, and they get to fire. So I'm pretty sure, because they can move 2 and fire. So 1, 2, yeah, that's how we're going to pull that off. All right, let's get rolling some dice and see what damage we can do with our Imperial troopers. All right, we'll start over here on the left. We are attacking these 3, and we get 3 dice. Did I say that? Additional die? They can move an additional space. So 3 dice attacking these guys. Come on. And we get... Okay, well, that's the first time we've seen this. So we end up getting a hit. A blast is also a hit. So we do 2 hits. And this now is retreat. So they have to retreat back to their starting line. So they all opt to retreat back there. All right, we didn't wipe them out. Let's go to the other side of the board and see what else we can do. And over on this side of the board, we will start with these guys. Attacking 3 dice against here. So let's see what we can get there. Oh, wow. Total wipeout, and that is our second medal. Wow, the rebel scum are just being crushed. All right, well, wow. And now we're going to take our full unit here. We will be attacking these guys, so 3 dice, 2 dice. So it's a 2 dice attack against those troopers, and we get 1 hit, and they must retreat 1, so they'll retreat back here. And that's it for our units. And then we pick a card at the end of our turn, and we get a recon. So currently we have 1 recon, 1 on the left, 1 in the middle recon, or we can make our units move really fast. I wonder, we're probably going to play a recon next time we get to go. And then we get to draw 2 cards at the end of our turn and pick one of them. So I'm just going to leave it off here. I'm just going to do 1 rebel turn, 1 Imperial turn. So back camera up, and we'll wrap up our episode for today. Alright, well, that's going to wrap us up for today. So currently we have 2 medals. We've taken out 2 of the rebel scum units completely. That gives us 2 medals. They got our droids down to 1 though. If they can take that out, that's 2 medals for them. I'm doing a slightly variation on the very first mission. You're supposed to be 4 medals to the win. I'm going to do 5 medals to the win. And we'll see what happens. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Battle of Hoth, Star Wars, basically Memoir 44 reskin. Pretty fun game. This is the opening scenario, so we just have a couple of terrain types and basically just infantry and droids. There are also, I guess I'll show you them. We have snow speeders for the rebels. Of course, they get these really neat little snow speeder units. They also have turrets, which are pretty awesome. These are really nasty devices. Where are they here? If you look at the turret firing at the bottom, they are brutal. All right. And they also, I guess that's what they have. They have turrets. And we also, now we have walkers, which they are not the AT-ATs. These are just awesome. These are really nice miniatures too. Cool. So there we go. Eventual scenarios will be running into those. All right, that's going to wrap us up. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. Battle of Hoth, the opening scenario, which is titled Imperial Scout Mission. And so far, the Imperials look like they're doing a pretty good job of wiping out the rebels. But we'll find out in future episodes who's going to get to 5 medals first. I know you're supposed to get to 4, but I'm going to go to 5 and see who wins. So thanks so much for watching along. Hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation.